In this video, we'll learn how to solve first-order linear non-homogeneous equation. So take a look at this form of the equations. xn depends on xn minus 1, so one term only. That is why it is of the first order. And both xn and x minus 1 are of the power 1, that means it is linear. And b is non-zero, meaning that it is non-homogeneous. So how are we going to solve it? We'll take a look at here. So first of all, xn, which is our xn minus 1 plus b. And then from here to here, we see that we change b is actually 1 times b, right? So we change the 1 to r minus 1 divided by r minus 1 times the b. And since r is not 1, that is why it works, all right? So we have this line. And then for this line here, you have your r minus 1 over r minus 1 times b, right? And you may consider this as something like this. And then your b, you can multiply it to each term. Then you will have your r times your b and then r minus 1. So imagine this b multiplied to that term. And then you subtract and your b multiplied to that term. So you will have your b r minus 1. All right, so that is why here you will arrive the line here. And when you get this term, you move it back to the left-hand side. So what you will have is xn plus b over r minus 1, which is equal to r. And then right now for this term, so you see here this two term, I moved that term to left-hand side and then I remain these two terms. And these two terms, I take out the r. Then I will have xn minus 1 plus b over r minus 1. So you will have something like this. And right now, we will redefine yn to be xn plus b over r minus 1 for all n. So your yn is xn plus b over r minus 1. That is why this term is yn. And right now here you got the r, and then here you will have your, so yn minus 1 would be your xn minus 1 plus b r minus 1. This is why this term is your yn minus 1. Right now this becomes your first order linear homogeneous difference equation, and this has a closed form solutions, that one. So you simply replace your yn back to your xn. Then you will have yn will become xn plus b over r minus 1, which is equal to r to the power of n. And then your y0 can be changed to open bracket x0 plus b over r minus 1, all right? And you get something here. So since we want xn only, then you can subtract this term to the right-hand side, and then you get this one as the solutions to this first order linear non-homogeneous difference equation. And in your exam or in your test, you don't need to go through all these things. You only need to know that xn is this one as your general solution. So you can simply copy it in your cheat sheet and answer this question directly.